coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are John Bonham. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah.
YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. Hope everyone's doing well, and I just want to thank you for being here and for all the amazing support. You guys already know you're a part of the best damn community here on YouTube, without a doubt. And if you like what you see here and you're not subscribed, why not click on that button and help the channel continue to grow? No charge, I promise. And in return, I'll keep trying to upload videos that mean something without the silver and gold pumping. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, I was at the LCS a couple of months ago and just talking shop with the owner, and an older guy comes in saying he has some silver eagles he'd like to sell. So he starts lining them up on the countertop, maybe 20 of them, give or take. And the first thing I notice is that the color of them is a bit off. They looked weird. And they were also in capsules, which he could have easily put them in, but he let us know they were shipped to him that way. Other than the color being the first hint, this was definitely hint number 2, that they could be fake. So the dealer and I just started to take a closer look at them. They were 2023 Eagles, and they just looked wrong without even putting a loop to them. First off, no missing notch. Game over. Enough said. You don't even have to go any further. We already knew these Eagles had issues, but we kept looking. Second, the details were just poorly rendered. Really poorly. And third, as I mentioned before, was the color. They were a dullish gray instead of the typical matted luster of legit Eagles. Well, needless to say, this guy was absolutely stunned, and I asked him where he got them from and how he paid for them. And he told me he got them off eBay, which isn't a bad medium to buy from. I mean, I've bought plenty of silver and gold from eBay. And he paid with PayPal. Now, lucky for him, he may have some recourse. PayPal's pretty good about that, and eBay takes that stuff fairly seriously. And will usually go the distance when it comes to getting scammers to pay up. Now, let's talk about another source of silver advertising. If you're familiar with Facebook, yeah, it sucks, I agree. Well, then you're more than likely, you've seen the silver and gold ads because, well, Facebook knows exactly where you've been and exactly what your interests are. They didn't become a gazillion-dollar company for no reason, folks. They collect your data, and it is freely distributed to whoever is the highest bidder, whether you like it or not. But here's the inherent problem. 95% of those precious metal ads on Facebook are absolutely, positively fake as hell. Complete scams. They always look a little something like this. Now, for those of us who are veteran stackers, we can see clearly through this garbage. And if you saw where I circled, it doesn't take a veteran stacker to realize no legit company ever anywhere is going to offer silver eagles at $2.99 a piece. And is also, hey, added bonus, they're offering free additional eagles with your purchase. What a deal. That entire ad is like one big pile of bull excrement.
Unfreaking believable.
But that said, a lot of people still fall for this stuff. So let's go over a few things you can do. Because even though a good majority of these spoof websites are really easy to spot, well, there are more than a few out there that are legit looking and with legit pricing that could still rip you off if you're not careful. Now, here's what I do if I want to check up on a potentially suspicious website. All right, so the first place I go is whois.com. And if you go to the upper right where it says enter domain, you enter the website address that's in question. In this case, it was synthesisk.com. And you hit it, you run it, and it pulls up all the information you need here. Right away, this jumps out. First thing I'm seeing is register, and that's Alibaba Cloud Computing, China. And here's another concern. It's a fairly new website. It was generated on 3/27, so March 27. This website is literally just over a month old. So it's a brand new website, just over a month old. It's based in China. I mean, if you didn't look at anything else, you'd see everything you need to see right there. Scroll down and you can see some of the Whois data. Again, this is all good stuff here. No contact information. Updated creation date, again, March. This is everything you need to see right here, guys. Right here. China. Alibaba and China. That's you don't want to buy from this website. And what did it take? All of maybe, I don't know, a minute to look this information up? Use your tools, folks. All right, let's start with the obverse. These things are really bad, folks, and this is actually considered one of the better ones. But if you really get in the details, you can see everything I've circled is in question. It's just not a good match. Not a bad effort by any means, make no mistake. But the funniest thing was the Adolf Weinman initials down here. It's not even close. You see right here on the real one, this is the real one on the left, the A goes over the W. Over here, it's under the W. So just little things that you can look at to kind of catch yourself. When it comes down to it, that's not a bad fake. I mean, seriously, the color's off, the luster's off, so the details are off. But if you don't know what Silver Eagles should look like, you can get fooled by this one pretty easily. So let's take a look at the reverse. Again, this one's even easier. If you look at the details on the feathers, on the wing, forget about it. There's just no comparison. No comparison. Look at the legs. Look at the feathers on the legs. No comparison. The detail on the breast. No comparison. It's just not good. It's just not a good fake when it comes down to it. Personally, I would start with the reverse if I think something's fake. And even look at the text on the bottom where it says $1. You can see where it's kind of like double stamped a little bit. That's part of the fake dye. The dye that they're using to make these fakes. So start with the reverse. It's probably a little easier to discern the differences and then go from there. All right, so we're getting ready to close this video out, but before I do, why exactly did I put this thing out? Even though this information would appear to be, I don't know, painfully obvious to a good percentage of us. Well, for two reasons. One, in the event there are newer stackers out there watching this video and they have limited buying experience. Well, let's face it, just because we're in the know doesn't mean they are. And two, because I think we as veteran stackers kind of owe it to the community to continue to educate people who might not understand that there are a lot of scammers out there. We've been down the road. We see it all clearly now, but what good is that knowledge if we're not willing to help out and pass it on to others? Now, I wouldn't call it an obligation to help out, but hey, it can't hurt to at least look out for your fellow stackers here and there, right? Every time someone in my circle of life talks about getting into silver or gold, I always make it a point to listen to their reasons and maybe pass on the lessons I've learned over time. I'm not a pro by any means. I'm not an analyst, but I have just enough knowledge hiding in my thick skull to at least be a little bit helpful. All right. There you have it, folks. So bottom line, avoid Facebook ads. Help out newer stackers when you can, and be sure to double check any websites that you're not familiar with before you send out your hard-earned money. Anyway, be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. I love going through them, so make sure you sound off. That's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And if you made it this far, well, kudos to you. I'll definitely catch up with you in the next episode. But in the meantime, oh yeah, you know what's up.
What do you want to do with your life?
I want to stack.
Damn right. Get stacked. Stay safe and be well, everyone. I am out of here. Peace, folks.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Oh, yes. And what was that beginning, middle, and end part again?